Hello, loves. Sunday, Sacred Word Set Sunday, Abundance Church Sunday. Today's going to be a big, sweet day because it's our energy, our abundance energy palooza that's happening. So, this is what we're going to do as a micro practice today on socials. So, we're everywhere right now. I'm wherever you are, baby. We are on Substack, we are on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram Live. I'll set us up with a dedication of merit and a sacred word set. So when you get the recording of the sacred word set, it's me reading it to you and go for a walk together. We make dinner together. I repeat it 7 times. I offer it 7 times with music back. So with all mantras, whether it's sacred word sets from myself or anything, you can be playing them in the background inaudibly. Like you do not need to be hearing the sacred word set or the mantra itself for the mantra to be doing its job. Like I always think the mantras are cleaning the air. Your unconscious self, your subconscious self is hearing the mantra. So you got it good. You just you can with mantras just set it and forget it. Unless of course you're giving it from the heart and you're chanting it yourself. Okay, so dedication to merit. It's a practice that's been done for thousands of years by practitioners. What we're doing is we just say this quick prayer. It's like this 20-second prayer where we dedicate the merits of our yoga, our practice, our meal, our walk, our love, our snuggle, whatever it is that's going to bring benefit to us. We dedicate that to the benefit of all beings. You ready? Should we practice? Should we do it? Let's do it. Okay. Dedication to merit, sacred word set, and then stay on with me. I'm going to tell you about Abundance Church that's happening today at 10 Pacific in 3-ish hours. And that's 1 Eastern. And it's going to be juice. Okay. So for all of our practices, breathing is natural, meaning you're inhaling and exhaling through your nose. Your mouth is closed. That's what's best for your nervous system. That's calm. We want calm for practice, not energizing and jack us up. However you want to hold your hands for prayer. I always have my hands on my heart. Right hand on heart chakra, left hand on top. We dedicate the merits of all practices to the awakening of all sentient beings and the healing and purification of Mother Earth, of Mother Gaia. Here's our sacred word set. So you can see these energies, you can see them as gold seeds in the center of your heart. You can just think them. I know there's lots of us who, when we try to visualize, that's not our thing. We just see emptiness, which is great. So you just think the concept. You just believe the concept. And then if you want to charge these attributes, these words I'm going to offer into the space, charge them up with light, you do that. Okay. Abundance. Deep love. Deep intimacy. Wealth. Generosity. Successful ventures. Lavish. Limitless. Bountiful. Plentiful. I'll give them to you again. Abundance. Deep love. Deep intimacy. Wealth. Generosity. Deep generosity. Successful ventures. Lavish. Limitless. Bountiful. Plentiful. There's power to 3s. So one more time. So your breathing's natural. You don't even need to think. Just see these energies, sense these energies in your heart center. So we're vivifying, we're energizing them. You can think about it later. Abundance, deep love, deep intimacy, wealth, generosity, deep generosity, successful ventures, lavish, limitless, bountiful, plentiful. It's juicy. Dedicate the merits of all practices to the awakening of all sentient beings and the healing and purification of Mother Gaia. You put a bow on that. So that's the micro practice for today. If you're coming on through Instagram or Facebook, comment abundance. We'll get you set up for Abundance Church that's happening at 10 Pacific, 1 Eastern today. Or you get the whole offering, which I'll explain in a minute. If you have any questions, I can see them coming in on YouTube, Substack, and Facebook and Instagram. And let's jam it out while we've got each other. This is like church warm-up today. If you want to go straight to the Abundance Palooza that we've got going on, go to daniellelaporte.com/course, or hello from Nepal. Do you know Maggie Doyne? Maggie Doyne is my friend in Nepal, running all the orphanages. Okay, so this is what's going to happen today. And whether you can come live or not, whether you're interested or not, just let me throw down here. Let me preach let me give you a micro preach on this Sunday morning, no matter what time zone you're in, on the physics of abundance. So today what we're going to do in Abundance Church, if you're just coming on, comment abundance or daniellelaporte.com/course. I'm going to throw down on the qualities of abundance, and we're going to talk a little bit about energy following thought and the fact that abundance is actually a move, a position, you could say, of divine feminine energy, which all of us hold. Like the best leaders, even male, like intensely masculine leaders are, hello, Carolyn. There's a receptivity. There's an assumption of abundance. There's not even a question about worth. Let me talk about worth right now. What part of you asks if you are worthy of what you want? It's not your heart. It's not your higher self. It's the ego self. It's the wounded self, which we love. We love our ego. We love our wounded nature. We bring it all in. If a child that you adored came up to you and said, "Am I worthy of your love?" You'd be like, "Baby, you so silly." Unconditional love. So with abundance mindset, let's say, and it is a mindset that's directed by the heart. With abundance mindset, we're never asking if we're worthy. We bring in the question, the doubt of our worthiness into the heart to transmute it. We love it. We don't push it away. So it doesn't get in the way of us magnetizing what we want. Thoughts are magnetic. Thoughts are magnetic. So the question to ask, if we can get awake enough to remember to ask it, is what's the energy of your thoughts? Are your thoughts abundant? Are they lack? Are they fear? Are they expansion? Are they sexy? Are they sweet? Are they generous? All of that. Okay, so this is what's going down today. If you're here, I'm just happy you're here. If you want to keep going, at 10 Pacific, that's 1 Eastern, we're launching our abundance offering. So there's a whole meditation that's juice. I just polished it up, the recording yesterday. It's an 18-minute meditation. There's also a shorter version. All of that's going to start to get rolled out in the next 2 days. You're going to get a write and burn practice that you do in the dark of the moons and on the full moons, where you're writing just about prosperity. And then you light that baby up and you get yourself in a salt bath. And then I've looped the sacred word set. So if you're just coming in, you want to re-listen to this. At the beginning of our time together this morning, we did a sacred word set. It's about 8 words. They're looped. They're with music. It's me. You can take me for a walk with you. I love it when people tell me that they walk while they listen to our practices. I could use more walks right now. I'm working on my book, finishing my book. I'm going to finish my book. This is what I'm going to do today. We're going to do Abundance Church at 10 Pacific, 1 Eastern, and then I'm going to go for my forest walk, hug some trees, and I'm going to finish the Bless and Release book today. Oh my gosh. I have to do a whole class just on book writing, which I will someday. I'll take the hearts. I'll take the love. Okay. If you're on Instagram or Facebook, comment abundance. We send you the linky doos. If you are on YouTube or where else am I? I'm on Substack Live. Go to daniellelaporte.com/course. If you have any questions, anything you want to gem about, okay, like this. I'd love to hear about how to address a particular mental block preventing me from feel abundance in one aspect of my life. Mathilde. Okay. Two things. One, you acknowledge the block. You love the block. You acknowledge the feelings that having this block around abundance has you feel. So there's no spiritual bypassing. We're not telling ourselves that we're not evolved enough, that we're not light enough, that we're not loving enough, that we don't have the right mindset because we have a particular block around abundance in a particular area of our life. We love it. So acknowledge it. It makes me feel less than, it makes me feel scared. Just give it a little bit of attention. And then you're going to bless and release it. You bring that block into your heart and you work with attention and breath and light. You love on it. Oh, of course you have this block. I so understand this block. Dear block I have about abundance, whatever it is, the thought form, the memory of getting fired, that one time you almost went bankrupt, the desire for more love in your life, this craving for partnership, whatever it is, you bring that in and you let it rest in your heart center. No criticism, all love, deep acceptance of the block. And then what happens? The block relaxes. It becomes less chatty. It doesn't wheedle its way into your decisions. It doesn't create more energy around self-criticism or desperation around any form of abundance. You love the block into transformation. And maybe the block never changes. I don't want to be a Danielle Downer on this, but maybe this is a thought from like, this is a thing. It's a little speck of trauma that we might carry for a while. It's okay. I'm spacious. I'm powerful. I'm abundant. I'm using my thoughts. I'm going in the direction I want to go. I can carry this little thought form around me and give it some refuge in the heart. But what will likely happen is when we give the stuff that we've been pushing away refuge, it stops pushing back and it gets lighter. And then the fear does transmute into courage. And then we're really cooking. Okay, if you really want to cook, this is what you need to know. Or on Instagram or Facebook. I think there's a couple more questions coming in. I'll answer all questions this morning because Sunday. If you're coming in on Instagram or Facebook, comment abundance. I send you the link to Abundance Church and our whole abundance offering. And if you're on Substack Live or YouTube, I love you. My Substackian people, so engaged. Go to daniellelaporte.com/course and we get rolling. Today, 10 o'clock Pacific, 1 Eastern is Abundance Church. And you're going to get so much because generosity is my favorite virtue. There's a shadow side to that. And there's a light side to that. Okay, question. I'm still curious. Why does it need that to dissipate? Okay, so let me unpack the question. So what Saeed, I hope I'm answering or pronouncing your name right, is asking is, why do you need to bring, let's say, okay, so we have a fear around abundance, whether it's abundance of friendship, love, sanity, prosperity, cash, whatever it is. Say we have a fear about abundance. We bring it into the heart to help it dissipate. Why do we need to bring it into the heart and work with breath and light to have it dissipate? Oh, girlfriend or boyfriend, this is a big question. Okay, I'm going to unpack it for you. This, by the way, is the whole premise of my book that's starting to roll out called Bless and Release. This is the bless practice. If you want to get down with that, go to daniellelaporte.com/bless. It's starting to roll. We're rolling out chapters one at a time in advance on audio. It's going to be about 5 hours of audio. So good. I'm going to give you some physics, and we're going to talk more about these physics today in Abundance Church this morning. Energy cannot be destroyed. All energy that's in the universe has always been in the universe, will always be in the universe. You cannot destroy energy, but here's the good news and sometimes the scary news. You can transform energy. You can transmute it. So doubt can be turned into faith, and fear can be turned into courage, and resentment can be turned into love and forgiveness. That's the power of using your free will to change your mind, which changes your reality. But you got to be in the heart. You got to have the will of the love to do it. Okay, so that's the physics. What you push away, this is Newtonian. What you push away pushes back. It has to, because everything wants to come into balance. So you're going to get pushback. You push a thought away, it's going to push back, meaning that thought around lack or that thought around abundance is going to push back on you. What you embrace, what you acknowledge, what you breathe with, what you pour light on, what you give love to, what you see in your heart, what you have a loving conversation with, what you embrace transforms, and it makes you stronger. It transforms into a higher vibration, and it makes you stronger. So you embrace your lack thinking, it relaxes. And the lack thinking, the vibration gets higher, it can move more towards abundance. You embrace your vision, your desire, all the things that you want to manifest. You embrace your abundance consciousness. It relaxes and it gets energized, and you attract more of that. Embracing everything raises its vibration. And the raised vibration is what's hanging out in your energy field, in your thought force, in your electromagnetic frequency. This is too legit to quit. Okay, this is what you need to know. I'm going to wrap this up. We've been here about 20 minutes. And I'm jumping back on. We're going to be in a Zoom today, 10 Pacific, 1 Eastern, for Abundance Church. If you can't be there live, of course you get the replay. But today is also about the launch of the whole abundance offering. So there's an abundance meditation. It's an 18-minute guided visualization. Just think golds and reds and very saturated colors. This is what you need to bring to abundance class today. One desire that you want to manifest, that you want to realize. We've all got like this bigger vision for our life. I just want you to bring one aspect of it, one aspect about your health or falling in love or commitment or cash or a more sane world, or one aspect. And we're going to work with that thought form, and we're going to plant it. And this is my favorite word, and we're going to vivify it. We're going to use some breath. We're going to use some light. We're going to be there for about 20 minutes. I'm going to walk you through all of it. And then you've got this practice that you can do on your walks while you're making dinner as a deep seated meditation going on. And then you're going to get the sacred word set, where I've looped the sacred word set a whole bunch of times, backed by music, and you can just play it in the background of your life. So why don't we end with this? I'll give you the info for Abundance Church one more time, because I see lots of people coming in through Facebook, Substack, YouTube, and Instagram. So here's the info. And then we'll take a couple deep breaths and one more time with the sacred word set. Okay, so here's the details of the day before we get into the word set. The details are, if you're here on Substack or YouTube, daniellelaporte.com/course. If you are here on Facebook or Instagram, just comment abundance. And then Abundance Church is going down today, 10 Pacific, 1 Eastern, and you get all the things that I've just been talking about for a while. Okay, so let's wrap. I'll do a dedication of merit one more time, and then I'll run you through this sacred word set. And I want you to think of these words as, every word is its own entity, you could say. It's got its own shape of energy. We breathe those into the energizer of the heart, and those become amplified in the energy field. So this is the best use of mindset. Okay. So dedication merit. You do this before every practice. You do this before your yoga. You do this before your loving. You do this before the snuggles and before your meal. I dedicate the merit of all practices, of my practice today, to the awakening of all sentient beings and the healing and purification of Mother Earth, of Gaia. So be it. So it is. Abundant sacred word set. Here we go. Your breathing's natural. See it in your heart. Abundance, deep love, deep intimacy, wealth, deep generosity, successful ventures. You breathing, feeling that in your heart center. Lavish love, lavish friendship, lavish sanity, limitless, bountiful, plentiful. Breathe it in. Transformation, transmutation only happens in the heart center. Doesn't matter what ideology, what ancient teaching, what mystic, what religion, they all tell us, they all teach us that eventually unity and abundance has to happen through the heart. We don't get out of here unless we go through the heart. Yeah. Okay, you got all the info. I will see you in Abundance Church, 1:00 today. Comment abundance or go to daniellelaporte.com/course. And I'm getting up so early to do this because I've been here. I'll be here tomorrow as well, 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 Eastern on all the platforms. But it's really a joy, actually. I get so pumped. I get so much sweet karma from this. Okay, I love you. I'll see you in Abundance Church in a few hours. Thank you.